So this video real quick is for anybody who is thinking about getting into sim racing, at least as a beginner. This is completely for beginners. I was one of those guys that had a Nintendo 64 as a kid playing Mario Kart with that really crappy Nintendo steering wheel and gas pedal and brake pedal. It wasn't worth much of nothing, but we had that as a kid. Now, my take on it is going to be different than other people's takes, I'm sure. Mine is very just one-sided because I have one sim rig. I've only ever had one now, and I've had it for the past little over a month, and I love it so freaking much. I've never had one. I always played with a controller on all of my games that I've had on the Xbox, so this is what I've got. This is a very basic car seat out of a driver. It's the driver's seat out of a 2023 Chevy Malibu. It's got the mechanical lift arm. You can slide it back and forth just like a regular car. Bring that seat up a little bit higher if you want to, tilt it. You know, all the things you can do with a regular car seat is there. And I just have the wooden frame. And actually, I got this idea from another gentleman. I'll share their page in this video on here. It's a very good setup. You know, it's for what you need. It's very basic. I only have the gas pedal and the brake pedal on this setup. It's the Moza R3, made for Xbox. That's just what I got. I was going between that and a Logitech. I chose the Moza. I absolutely love this thing. I have a few different racing games, but I have fell in love with playing NASCAR 25 made by iRacing. I have not even driven a cup car yet. I went straight to career mode. I drove the ARCA car first, and now I'm in the truck series. All just to be for real, you know, I haven't driven a sim rig at all my entire life. So, you know, outside of going to arcades or something like that, but I just have it all framed up down here like that. Like I said, I'll share that guy's video with you, and it just plugs in there. I threw a little thing up there for a phone stand because driving longer races in this thing, it's hard to look at your phone. So if my wife texts me, it's easy for me. If I gotta look down at that thing, then I'm getting in a wreck. So I can just glance at it there. But yeah, this is my setup. It is fantastic. It's this whole kit right here, everything that I've made, under 500 bucks. So I know that's a chunk of change for some people, but if you're really wanting to get a good starter into it, this has been fantastic this past month. I've put so many laps on, and it gives you a whole different kind of feel for driving the car. It's difficult in different ways. Realistically, what I tell people is compared to a controller, it's still just as difficult, just in different ways. Like just the controller is just vibrating in your hand when stuff is happening. This thing actually gives you feedback in different ways for all kinds of stuff, and you can feel it in the steering wheel. And it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it helps you develop your drive craft. I've gotten better since I played this thing the past month than I did when I first started. Like so much better. I've understood, you know, what's going on in the wheel and how it's reacting to the car driving at so many different tracks. I know most of the tracks are left-hand turns, but they are all different in NASCAR 25. You feel it. North Wilkesboro is different than Martinsville, and they both use the brakes. And speaking of brakes, if you do get the Moza R3, they also have a spring that you can get for that. It's separate. I agree. I don't know why Moza doesn't just send that with it. It adds a little bit more pressure to it, so it feels more like a brake pedal on an actual car. Get that. I just got it immediately. I didn't even think twice about it. It feels really, really good. And my throttle feels fine. I can ease onto it in this game. So if you want a basic setup, is all I was just trying to explain here. Go with the Moza R3. It's fantastic. You can build it out of wood if you got the materials. Other people say, yeah, you got to have a saw and stuff. I do. I do blue collar work, so it's easier for me to. I know how to do a lot of different stuff. This isn't perfect. I'm not a construction guy. I'm not a carpenter by any means, but you know, for what I need, this thing will do just fine, and it is so fun. So if you've been thinking about it, do it.